At the Rolex 24 at Daytona, no one has won more times than Porsche right there. 18 victories. Hurley Haywood, the man behind the wheel, has 5 of those victories. And they take their technology in this sport seriously. And Hurley is probably Mr. Porsche at this track.
Hurley, what is this car?
Well, Derek, this is the new 1995 Porsche 911 Carrera.
And has racing development with Porsche filtered down to their road cars?
Well, Derek, really, I mean, everything on a Porsche is derived really from racing. Simple things like the brakes, which are not really so simple, but these are ventilated, which help for the cooling of the brakes. Things like this rear spoiler. This thing pops up when the car gets up to 50 miles an hour. It helps stabilize the car. You can toss the thing around, get it sideways, and still have absolute complete control of the thing. You can go in really deep into a corner, completely screw up, and still maintain control of the car. A simple thing like these windshield wipers, which are painted with a very flat black paint, it helps to reduce the glare in the driver's face. Very important. And also a real simple thing like where the ignition key is on this car. Back in the days of the Le Mans start, the drivers ran to their cars, and to help them with the speed of getting the car underway, they decided, well, the best place for the ignition is on the left-hand side, because that allowed their right hands to put the car into gear and take off. But really, with this car, with this new 911, the biggest improvement and the most exciting thing for me is what they've done with the rear suspension of this car. I can take one hand off the steering wheel and have complete control over what's going on. This thing is absolutely so incredibly improved over anything that Porsche has ever built in the past that it's just, you have to sit in the seat and drive it to really appreciate it.
And as we move further towards sunset, Danny Sullivan now in the Brumos Porsche at this point. And nighttime for the drivers, or dusk actually, David, a little hairy for them, but for all of us, probably one of the most beautiful.
Absolutely, especially on a day like it was at that perfect Florida evening. And just those few minutes when the sun gets behind the grandstand, it gets great.